measuring the disability part, the functional part. And we had our own criteria for transfer from this stage to the next stage. Because in the next stage, they go into Navachetna, we call this whole project Navachetna Rehab and Roshni Halfway Home, where we had a total of 30 beds, 20 in one, 10 in another, 30 beds. Now here, again, there was free movement was allowed. It was not, like everything was more free. They had to work on their own. The whole atmosphere changed because they had reached that stage. And they were in the process of going back home. And it was counseling, vocational training, the usual whatever was required there. And then finally, the reintegration. To this process, so far we have, I think, admitted 278 ladies. And out of 278, we have reintegrated 233. I don't know the percentage right now, but the percentage that was done during the evaluation was around 81% of the people that we pick up from the streets. And I think now it will be something different now. Now, so at the time of reintegration, again, we start a process where the family is assessed. And the one thing we look at is the poverty levels. And there we developed another, a sort of an intervention there. It was not always possible, but a few cases where, because in Assam, the main livelihood for a lady in a rural setup was weaving, other than household work or kitchen gardening. And so weaving, we look, and all households do have a loom. So if the loom is there, we said that, okay, from tomorrow we are going to come in with your thread, we are going to give you designs, and you produce the cloth, we'll pay you 25 rupees per meter. So that was something which we practiced, and it worked, because that not only helped in occupational activity for the person, but also the whole family in elevating the poverty levels. And the faith in the system, that yes, this person today, up to yesterday, she was useless, today she is the earner. So that was one of the things. I'm just really fast because I can't cover everything now, but I've got very little time. The follow-up, which is the most difficult part. The evaluation said that we had done 51%, we are maintaining 51% follow-up. We had an outdoor center at Guwahati, through which the medical part was taken care of. Then the telephonic calls, home visits, 51% was maintained. But I'll just give you a figure. I was surprised. You know, from August 2009 till date, just before coming, I checked the figures. And during this period, we integrated 39 women. Out of whom 32 were from Assam and 7 were from outside the state. Follow-up was maintained for 30 out of 39. And 26 were from Assam and 4 from outside the state. So, I think changes are taking place. So, in fact, this whole system, except the initial, rescue and the police and that is where the government was involved, but the involvement was government was minimum. But gradually, what happened? The government found that government started needing us, and like this morning, I received a call from the social welfare department. The director of social welfare wants to meet me because today in Guwahati, if you walk, Guwahati is a small place compared to Chennai. If you walk through the streets of Guwahati, you will not see women with mental illness wandering on the streets. And that is something which there is a flow. We get 5 to 6 every month, but the whole backlog has been cleared. I call it the backlog, and it's a small place. It's not Delhi or Chennai. And today you won't see. And if anyone does see within a day or two, we get the information or someone brings the person to us. So now the government, after seeing this, and in fact there was a complaint to the National Human Rights Commission, the NHRC now has asked the government of Assam to, because recently there was a review meeting at Guwahati where the director Nimhan's, of course the ex-director, the Pranagraj was there, and NHRC, Mr. Peshi Sharma was there. And this review, they found that what we were doing was very effective, and they passed a directive, not a directive, they have asked the Assam government to see whether this could be replicated in other places of the state. So that is a new development. In fact, I got a call this morning. So what I want to say finally, today, by having a day for the homeless mentally ill, that itself is it's something, it's a landmark. The whole day we are talking of the homeless mentally ill. And today the homeless mentally ill has become an issue. It has become an issue. Earlier it was just, it was never taken, the view was never from the person with mental illness, it was taken from other side. That this person is a nuisance, whether he or she can create injury to someone else. It was always the negative view, the positive view of this person going back and getting what we saw today, what the other presentations. That view was never taken. But I think this is where we are progressing, and this view is coming up. I think we can carry it forward. Thank you.